So, hi everyone, welcome to the website's call. Uh, we always begin this call with the introduction of our newest members. So, if there's anyone on the call who's attending the website call for the first time, feel free to introduce yourself to everyone in the community. Tell us what brings you here, what do you want to work with, what do you work with, anything you'd like. So, I'll just wait for a couple of minutes for you to volunteer. Otherwise, I see one newcomer on the call today. So, you can go ahead with the introduction.
Hello, Abhishek Tiwari, sophomore at Netaj Subhash University of Technology, Delhi, India. And I'm new to this community and open source. Actually, I was looking at Linux Foundation and then I found about all this Layer 5 and now I joined it. Thanks.
Great. Welcome to the community, Abhishek. I don't think we have any other newcomer today. We can circle back to introductions later on if we have anyone joining us. I'll again once again share the meeting minutes link on chat. So if you guys have any agenda items to discuss today, you can add them in. And if you're on the call, make sure you have your names listed down in the attendees list. All right, so let's begin with the agenda items. So first up is Kamal. Kamal, do you want to share your screen?
No, you can share it.
Okay. This is the latest preview link, right?
Yes.
This is for the Navbar. There's still some responsiveness issue. You see over here. The text is invisible here.
I have added the button component recently, so I think I will have to figure it out.
Yeah,
Before
and there's a
yeah.
subscribe thing coming here as well. And oh, it might be a lag on my side. Also, shouldn't these two be aligned together? Like, was it like this in the design?
You mean that Layer5 logo should be a little above?
One second. Alexis, which is the final design? The one which we are following?
Yes.
This one?
That is the yes.
Okay. I think we can break this into two lines and have them aligned. Not sure. What do you guys think? The button. Yeah.
I was saying that I followed the earlier design in which the meet the authors and about Layer5 were separate.
I couldn't get you.
Is my voice breaking? Oh, I will just write it in the chat.
You know, are we following a line break over here, patterns in action? I think that was what was there in the design. And in that case, about and layer 5 shouldn't be center aligned like this. I think it was left aligned. I'm not sure. But other than that, that can be fixed later on. There's still some responsiveness issues which you have to fix. After that, I think we can at least merge it and have the other changes done later on. Kamal, are you saying something?
No, it'll fix the responsiveness of the get it now button.
Yeah. Okay, cool. And anything else that you want to talk about here? Any other suggestions? Anyone else on the call? And you
I
were,
had a suggestion.
yeah.
I had a suggestion like in the Figma design we have like many designs, so maybe we could add a tag like these are the final ones to be worked upon. Like for the navbar we have 8 days.
I think this is the final design.
Okay.
Yeah. And you're also looking into the about section, right? I just reviewed it. So the dark background is gone. We need some more space over here. And there's still some responsiveness issues. Like basically what was happening before was fine. It's just that this book, like it should be the front view. It was going behind this section. But this is not what is desirable, what is happening right now. And I think this is left aligned as well. Yeah, this is left aligned the heading, and this is how we want the overlap to look like.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I had updated the Z index. I will just
Cool. Please get this done by this week because technically the deadline was last week, and I think Bhavya is not on the call today. I'm not sure. Yeah, Bhavya is not on the call today. And last time I checked, I think the PR was also not updated from last week. So I think we can open that up for assignment now since there's been no activity. And the issue with the background image, I think that was fixed last time. Nikhil shared the background image link over here. It can be downloaded, and I think any other contributor can take it up, take up the author section because there's been no activity from Bhavya since last week. So anyone on the call who's interested to take this up? To give context, I'm talking about 1 second. This section right here. We need this page to be created. And I think there's an open PR, but that had a couple of responsiveness issues. The background image had to be changed. It was not ready. So you might have to do it from scratch, or you can take inspiration from that PR as well, but we need a new contributor to take this up.
I
Anyone?
want to contribute.
Abhishek, you want to contribute to this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Cool. And I'll note your name down over here.
Can I start contributing after this week? Because currently my midterm exams are going on.
Well, we're
After
moving pretty slow with this. So if you're going to be inactive for this week, we might have someone else take this up. You can come back and take up any other issue whenever you're free. That's not a problem. If it's fine with you, there'll be a couple of other good first issues or even this. If by next week it's But anyone who can look into this week?
Hey, David.
Yeah.
I think Bhavya is almost here. I don't know why. Hello?
Huh?
Yeah, I said Bhavya is almost done with the PR. I don't know why she's not here for the call today. But as far as I know, she's almost done. Last week I talked with her. So,
If she has done with the PR, then ask her to join the call and share an update. Otherwise, we are moving on with the other person. Like it's already been more than 2 weeks.
sure, I'll just text her and see if anything happens.
Because I haven't seen even the first set of reviews being resolved, so I'm not sure what's the current status.
All right. So no other updates from service mesh pattern side, right? Kamal, you have two components, so I think you should pick up your pace a little bit. You've addressed a couple of uh, reviews and everything, but let's get this merged by this week because we are moving very slow with the service mesh pattern side.
Yeah, I will complete this by today only.
All right.
And also,
yeah,
go.
yeah, go ahead.
I was saying that we can have a volunteer also for the chapters of the page. For chapters in the book section.
Yeah, so the last time I think you mentioned that you'll be
Yeah,
working.
I had, but I was working on the Navbar and about, so I couldn't get time for the chapters in the book, right? So maybe we can have a volunteer for that also.
Do you guys remember who was, okay, it must be mentioned here. Lavkush was assigned to the later part of the author's page, right? But he's not on the call either. So I'll think on the website's channel, we'll look for fresh assignments for both these sections, chapters. And in the meantime, Alexis, I think you're working on patterns and actions page, the design, right?
Yes.
So no updates on that today.
No.
So let's have these assignments. I'll ping on the Slack channel. Cool. Anything else from you, Kamal, or is no one else on the calls?
No, I will update both the sections by today. That is the update from my side.
All right, cool. So moving on, let's cover Ishan's topic first. I'll bring this up after that. Ishan, do you want to share your screen?
Yeah, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I think last week Lee told us to file an issue or something. I mean, me and Deborah are working for it, but we are not sure what exactly Lee had told us to do. I think he told us to file an issue. I mean, there's one part of the October 2022 which is updating the Layer5 site, which is clear, but the second part is not clear, which is about the opening up an issue.
Can you go to the recording, which I think will come out this week? I just published it a couple of minutes back. It should be available on YouTube. Can you go to the recording which we asked you to do? Because
Okay,
it's last week I
I'll have a check.
Yeah. All right. So about this, so I think a couple of days back, Lee and I were talking, and we thought that we needed a new domain, basically meshery.dev, to handle subscriptions. Like it'll be something similar to this, but mostly to unsubscribe people, like a form to unsubscribe people, but we wanted a separate domain. So I created a new repo for this. One problem that I'm facing is we want the domain name to be meshery.dev, but I think currently it's redirected to the Meshery page. It might be a stupid question, but I couldn't find out where this redirect is mentioned. Like that is why the CNAME, the custom domain is facing, like I'm facing an issue with defining the custom domain. So I don't think, Nikhil, do you have any idea where I can change this redirect?
It's happening in the Layer5 site itself, right? Or it's happening in the Meshery.dev site. Probably in the Meshery.dev site.
Meshery.dev bit.
If you navigate to Meshery.dev, then only it's navigating you to, like, redirecting you to layer5.io/cloud native/Meshery.
Yeah.
And what's the repo for this site?
So the repo for this is the subscription repo, which I just recently created. So the redirect was happening from before. I just want to prevent the redirect so that I can add that to the GitHub pages for this.
It's a regular HTML site or checkout site?
Sorry?
It's a normal HTML site or it's using Jekyll?
It's a normal HTML site.
Okay. Check
You
CNAME file.
GitHub
I doubt
pages.
the CNAME file would have that. Can you share the repo link with me? Yes.
Yeah. One second. Good. Okay, so we'll come back to this later. Let's take up Aditya's topic or Divine's topic, designs of the compatibility matrix. Do you guys want to share your screen?
Yeah. Divine on the call? Yeah, he's in there. Hi, Divine. Would you like to share or should I share your screen? Yeah, I'll share the screen and Divine can pitch it. So what we are currently working on now is that so in the docs.
Hello, can you hear me? Hello, can I hear me?
Yeah, you're audible.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so I'll just describe the issue what we are working on, then you can continue from the Divine.
All right.
Right. So what we are currently working on is that we have a compatibility matrix, which shows all the since we run integration test on each of the repository like Istio, Linkerd, Kuma, and we report it here back in the docs. So we have made from these integration tests a compatibility matrix in which we show the which Meshery component is compatible, how much with what mesh Kubernetes version. So we have this compatibility matrix, but currently it's a bit of a hidden, like it's not uplifted in a way in which we can easily see, the users can easily see it. So our plan was to, uplift the compatibility matrix and combine it with the, consolidate with the platform compatibility matrix that we have here in supported platforms page. So working on with the designs with Divine, we came up with some designs and we posted for, we also posted in the website channel to look for suggestions and all. And we did post one iteration first, which was this, but this was not like we expanded the platform compatibility matrix and put the compatibility matrix below, but that was not the required one since we wanted to combine this platform compatibility matrix as well as the compatibility matrix. So Divine made up a new design for it, and this is the one in which this design, what it does is that it lists all the platforms in the heading, and once a user clicks on a platform, it opens a field for that platform, like it opens a table for that specific platform only. And in the left side, we display all the platforms that this parent platform supports, and in the middle of the table we show the platform like compatibility matrix. So if we click a Docker, so similarly all the platforms that we're having and compatible matrix. So yeah, that was it. That was looking good, but Lee pointed out one issue in this, that earlier, like we used to show the version of the platform itself. Like suppose AKS, right? As you can see, we are showing EKS, it's 1.12x and above. So this 1.12x is particularly showing, giving us the version of EKS itself, like it's compatible with EKS itself. But currently in the integration test, we are not testing that at all. Like the version of EKS is not, we are not testing at all, but only the version of Kubernetes we are testing. So we thought of removing those in the consolidated platform compatibility matrix, and which is done. But there come there occurred another issue regarding the same with Dockers, because when Docker, we are not particularly storing anything in E2A test in Dockers, but we still have we still want to show what version we are compatible with Docker. So yeah, that's a bit of like stopping point that we are stuck at right now. Like how should we show like Docker is compatible with Meshery components? Like we don't want to show the version right here, but we want to show something that in the compatible matrix, not a available thing for Docker. So yeah, that's what Lee suggested, and I could not, I'm stuck. Like how should we do that? Yeah. Divine, you want to add something else?
Divine, do you have any suggestions to add here? You're on mute. If you're speaking, we cannot hear you.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yep.
My network is bad, so I might not be talking much. Hello, I said I have a pretty bad network, so I can't
Okay. Yeah. I
hear
basically,
you guys.
discussed like all the problems and solutions come for it. We are just stuck on this thing, like how should we display the Docker compatibility thing? And what I was, what I thought was that since Docker desktop and Docker extends are like separate application of itself, so we don't we can forego these versions that we list here, like 2.0 and 2.x. But please correct me if I'm wrong, but does this too run on Docker engine? Like if so, then we can like clearly show here, like yeah, it is the Meshery components are supported with Docker engine, this 1.1x and above. Like if Docker engine is the main like driving factor for working Docker.
I think three of them work differently, right? Docker engine, Docker desktop, Docker extension, they are separate. So I don't think there's a nesting involved here.
Okay, so I thought like Docker engine is the like engine that makes all the Docker components work. If not, then yeah, we just need to figure out like how do we display this, because if we still want to maintain similarity, like we don't want to display their individual version here. So maybe we can.
And we have like a collapsible table, like you have Docker as the main table, and when you click on it as a sub list, you have the three variations.
Yeah, that's what it does, right? Like if we click Docker, we see this page, like Docker gets selected and all the platform for the Docker and the compatibility matrix. Like we want to show something here, maybe. Yeah.
Any other suggestions? Anyone?
I'm still missing some context. What exactly do you want to achieve over here?
Okay. Okay. So during the first initial, like when Divine made up the platform this matrix, we were showing these versions here, like EKS 1.12x and above, 1.14x and above here, right? But these are the version of EKS and JKey itself, which we are not tracking at all. Like we are just concerned about the Kubernetes version. So we thought that let's remove that because we are just increasing complexity and making user confused. So we removed it from the Kubernetes one. But now, when we talk about Docker, we did show that it is compatible with Docker, like Docker Engine 1.19x above 2.0x and above. But these are again the same platform, like Docker Engine version, Docker desktop version, which if you want to maintain the similarity as we did in Kubernetes, we would want them to be removed. Like you should not be showing them here. But like in the integration test, there are no Docker configuration that are shown. So like what should we show here that makes the user educated that yes, Docker works with compatible like Meshery is compatible with Docker this and above. Like what is that factor?
Hello, can you hear me? Can we still add the versions for the Docker extension and just remove for only the Kubernetes, or include for only the pages with Docker extensions and the ones that need to show the versions?
Yeah, I also kind of thought that, but that still has some problems regarding the it's still a bit of confusing, I guess, for the user. Like it's not here and it's here, that kind of thing.
So if we are using do we still want to show the platform site, all the three platforms that we have: Docker Engine, Docker Desktop, and Docker Extension?
I think Docker extension is like now merged with Docker desktop. So yeah, we can merge it.
So we only want to show Docker Engine and Docker Desktop, for example.
Yeah.
But it will have all the different versions, just like Kubernetes, for
Mm-hmm.
example. So we can show it similarly as we are showing it for the Kubernetes tab itself. Like the first column should be the versions column. The rest should highlight the compatible versions.
Yeah.
If of course, if there might be a difference that it might not have all the 5 columns altogether, but it could have only 2 columns.
So I think we should work on exposing the Docker version these integration tests are running.
Yep.
Okay, that seems kind of like I'll raise this issue in the CI channel and let's see where it goes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Thank you.
So next up, we have Kanika's topic. Kanika is on the call, right?
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah.
Okay, so I've been assigned the issue of the catalog one. Okay, let me just share my screen. The document Meshery catalog in Meshery docs. So I have to make a separate page, like a separate documentation for the Meshery catalog. I just wanted some of the clearance on how to do it, because there's so many components on the Meshery documentation. So just a clearance about where the catalog topic will be there and stuff like that. So I just wanted to know. So if anyone can guide me a little bit, I will be just sharing my screen. So this is the Meshery documentation. So where the catalog thing will actually go, like which of the in which of the headings and stuff like that. So I wanted to know about that.
Lee is not on the call, but as far as my understanding goes, the catalog is an extension, right? Aditya, you've been working on it. Do we consider the catalog to go under Meshery extensions?
I'm also not perfectly sure, but yeah, in the Meshery UI, we put it under the extensions.
And one more thing, I think I don't remember, but someone was actually working on the these filters. This was one. So I just also wanted to know that should I like start working on the catalog, or should I wait for these to like finish up?
It
And
was me.
yeah, go ahead. Yes.
Yeah, Aditya, go ahead.
No, I said it was me. I am Ishan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, we are still we are still lacking some information, but as Lee said last time, we can merge whatever information has been filled. So I'll do that. If we can do that, we can merge whatever information I've actually raised a PR on it. I'll just comment on it today so that the maintainers can get an idea.
Okay. Okay. So
And as for Kanika, I think the first page that will go in is just an overview for the catalog, right? Nothing in detail, just what the catalog is, how does it integrate with Meshery, stuff like that, right?
okay.
Okay, it was a question, but
Yeah. Yes, surely. The first page would be necessarily the introduction part, like just an overview of catalogs.
Yeah,
yes.
I kind of mentioned in the issue itself, like the first part of it.
Yes, what's catalog, and so I just wanted to know that where it would be fitted, like in the overview one or the concepts one, or the functionality one, like because I'm first time working with Jekyll, so this documentation is built on that. So just a clearance.
1 second, let me check. Right. I think it'll go under extensibility. That is, but have you started working on the draft? You're writing that as well, right?
Sorry, can you repeat?
You're the one who's writing the draft, right? You're like your part of the issue is not just publishing it on the docs. You have to write it as well.
Mm, draft. I think draft is not mentioned here. I think I have to like contribute to the docs directly.
Yeah. So yeah.
No, yeah, I was saying that only, like you have to write, like you can write up a draft, like you need to curate a content, like what goes
Okay.
in that, and then after that maybe we can think about where should we putting it in the docs.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. So add that doc to the community drive. Let's have the content up first, and then I'll confirm for you where to put it. It'll mostly be inside extensibility, but if there's any change, I'll let you know. But let's have the content. Omar protein. I'm sorry if I pronounced it, but you're not audible if she's speaking. You're still not audible. Can you write on chat? Okay, Kanika. So are we good to go from here? I'll
Yeah,
confirm.
sure. Okay.
Right. So next up, Rohit, catalog. Okay, just before we move on, Kanika, was your design for mesh mark on the SMP page approved?
For the mesh mark, yeah. There were two changes that Nikhil wanted to he wanted to do. So I'm just working on the changes. It would be ready like this evening.
Okay, then please share a link or ask for review on any of the Slack channels once it's up for review.
Okay.
Good. So yeah, Rohit, you can share your screen.
Yeah. Yeah, am I audible?
Yep.
Yeah. Just a sec. Yeah, last meeting I had a feedback that the button didn't really look like a drop down. So okay. Yeah. So I made a few changes that now it looks kind of like a button, a drop down button. Okay.
Yeah, I guess when you were editing that, you changed the order of the menu also. Resources should be at the last.
Okay. Okay, can someone else share the screen? My internet is acting up. Yes. Is that fine? Could you share this?
Can you paste the link on chat?
Yeah.
You have the PI here, sir. I'll share.
Yeah. Yeah. Could you scroll up and then open the deploy preview? Reduce it to mobile screen. Yeah, so that button was there. So I added that. So I could just for improvement, I could just round the corners if that would look good. And then somebody also pointed out another issue where there was alignment issues in the full screen. I solved that also. So for now, I think everything is good. If there are no other improvements or no other.
Do you guys think we should just have the button first instead of showing this? Does that make sense? Like,
Probably, yeah. Like,
yeah.
instead of just having the filter button at one corner, we could span out the complete width. But it shouldn't be a complete button, like the complete screen width shouldn't be a button. The text could be separated out, and we could just use an icon on the right side. Since we would be hiding the view, just having a button on the right side won't look that good. Or maybe it look good. Like, we might need to check it out. I can do it right away.
So, Rohit, did you get what we meant? Like, basically, in mobile view, we just show like the drop down first instead of showing categories as well. Like, only when a person clicks on it should be defaulted to all, but
Okay.
only if the person wants to filter, he can go here and filter as per whatever category they want to. So we just show the button. And if we remove this, what Nikhil suggested is just having a button over here might not look good.
Yeah, correct.
You might span it out or have like text and a small drop down over here. So One second. Over here, we also use just a button.
Hmm.
It doesn't have to be similar, but I think having it just on this corner might not look good. It could be center aligned.
Okay.
Maybe once you open it, you could have a transition effect over here, across or upward arrow, something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Uh,
have the center aligned and a little bit bigger. Maybe open filters, close filters, something like that.
Okay, so center align the button, and then so for default, the default view is there shouldn't be nothing, and those cards that you scroll when you scroll down below, they should take up that space. What that space, what it's being used right now,
Yeah, the
correct?
cards would move up. This shouldn't be there, but only if suppose I click on categories, this should come up.
Yeah. Okay, got it.
And maybe once you center align it, it could look like like right now I think these look like separate entities. They don't look like they are working together. So
Correct.
you could edit the design in a way that it looks like this is part of the whole like that filter. Just minor tweaks, like just center align this. It shouldn't be completely to the left when the button is center aligned. Something like that. I think it'll make more sense because then the user is actually filtering if they want to filter.
Yeah. So, the problem, I actually thought of centering those lists also, those radio buttons, but they don't span out properly. That's a grid, right? So it won't span out. So that's why even I had to move the elements because it won't span out. The space won't be taken properly. So if anyone has like a solution around this, or I could reduce the font size, but that wouldn't look good also.
We're talking about this, right?
Yeah, this and just generally. So now if I central in the this thing, that observability is there, right? So that would just go out of the view, or it would come down because that wouldn't it'll take up that space. It won't have space for itself. You know what I mean? So that is why I had to have the left align.
Then instead of center align, maybe just add a little bit of padding on the side and do the changes to the button now.
Okay, just align this button center and then
Yeah, you
hide this
have
here.
to center align this. Just add a little bit of padding to the side. I
Okay.
think that'll be fine.
And then you have to just center align the button, and then default the view should be hidden, and then when the user clicks.
Yeah, and you could also highlight, like suppose a person clicks on categories, the next time you open, this should be highlighted, something like that.
Yeah, okay, it's like active link, right?
Yeah.
Active. Got it. Yeah, that makes sense. That's it from my end, right?
Any other suggestions for Rohit?
One thing which Sugardeep mentioned in the comment is like we could make that improvement. Instead of using radio buttons, we could use proper square rectangular buttons like we have on the blog page for categories or tags that we have. Or yeah, probably that might help.
On blogs.
It's not in value, yeah.
Okay, something like this.
Right.
Yeah, that looks good.
Like initially the though it would be on the top instead of being at the bottom, and it would be collapsed initially.
So
Also, another thing, like sorry for interrupting, we
Yeah.
can't filter using all the three of them simultaneously, right? It should be only one of them.
Yeah.
No, it was ideally multi filters, but I don't think anyone could do that yet.
Okay, means it is possible, but it is not configured to be do so.
Yeah.
Okay,
I think
that's
that's
a
the
separate.
plan. The plan was to have a multi-filter, but for now it's single filters. That's it. Because I think what happens now is if you click on something, the URL changes. So that
Yeah.
is configured now. Ideally, it should be multi-filter, but it hasn't been achieved yet.
Okay,
Highlighter thing.
So why don't you make it a single role as a mobile responsive feature?
Single what?
A single role as a mobile responsive feature. So when you make it, can you go to the mobile responsiveness?
We can, but it becomes too long. I think that was the concern.
Yeah, I mean you have to sacrifice something for something. I think the only way to actually solve this problem is to make it a single role where we have deployment, security, observability, and scaling. It comes under resiliency, right? I think that is the proper way to actually solve this problem because at the end of the day, when you add more categories, we will definitely have something longer than what we currently have at the moment. And it's still going to take up the same space. So why don't we just solve the problem at once by making it horizontal? It's just a suggestion from my hand anyway.
If we did not want multi-filters, then I think Nikhil's idea of using the block thing is good. But if in the future we want multi-filters, then we'll have to change it all over again. So I think Chinedu suggested single line, but I think it'll become too long. What do you guys think?
Yeah, that was the initial problem, right? So because that was long, I had to come up with the filter
one thing,
because
another possibility is like we can have a drop down for the filter, but it would be two column. Like on the left column, it would be the main headings that would be categories, compatibility, and technology, and on the right side, it would be the individual content for each item. That would be shorter as well as responsive. Like basically, if you go to any of the e-commerce site on a mobile app, you get two options, right? Either there is a suppose there is a brand option, and there are on the right hand side there are options to select which brand you want to select filter out. Similarly, we could do for the filters as well. It can be taken up as a separate issue, but I think that would be the best possible solution for this case, considering we might have more categories also in future. If not categories, we would surely be having more compatibility options.
Rohit, was that clear?
yeah, that was clear. But should I implement that now, or do you want it to be a sub? I can take it up after we can get this much, and I can take it up. I can work on that. But I'm saying this because the mobile view right now is really bad. So we just if it looks fine enough for now, but then I can take it up. But yeah.
Yeah, let's have the filter with this normal thing merged right now.
Yeah.
And you can open a separate PR with
Yeah.
that change, because that'll be a good way to go for this.
Yeah. So for now, do I make those changes? That button center.
Yeah, for now, like we discussed, just add the button, remove this from the default view, and on categories, this can remain as it is. Just on the first view, let's have just the button central line and the small effects I told you, the transition over here and over here.
Got it. And
Just
then
that.
the active link.
Yeah, and the two column thing you can take it up in a different PR.
Sure. So you want that to be defaultly hidden, right? Or should it be like that?
Default hidden.
Got it.
Cool. If you want to take notes, you can do this in the meeting minutes if it's going to be helpful.
Sure. Yeah, I'll take it.
Cool. So last up, we have Shubhradeep's topic. Shubhradeep, do you want to discuss today?
Hello.
Yeah.
Could you hear me?
Yeah.
So actually, wait, let me share my screen. Is it visible?
Yep.
Okay, so actually I'm working on the Meshery UI restructuring, and the grid view for the Meshery filters is completely done. And whatever changes requested by the Abhishek and Yash is done by it. But the problem is right now I'm facing whenever I'm trying to the Meshery UI restructuring brands, for example, make UI. Uh, Actually, I'm facing this error. I don't know what's the problem. Even I post the error in the Slack channel, but someone suggested to install the node modules again, but I did it, but it's not working yet. So can you help me so that I can let show the changes? If anyone can help it out.
This is on the Meshery UI refactoring branch.
Yes, yes.
What do you get on running make setup UI lives?
I didn't get you. Can you repeat it?
Basically, what do you get on running npm install?
Sorry.
What output do you get on running npm install command?
Oh, npm install. It's showing some error on installing Husky modules.
Because where are you executing the npm install command?
In the UI folder
Okay.
here.
Okay. What's the version of Husky that is being used? Is it greater than 7?
Yes, yes.
If you run it on this folder, then it will be an error because we don't have a package.json file outside the UI.
Okay. Uh, what would be the solution? Can you repeat so that I can show it?
Just press Control C and go to UI folder. I think you have posted it on the Slack channel, right? On the Meshery channel.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, same thing I have done, but I don't. Again, I'm getting the error. So I'm in the UI folder right now. So
Okay,
what
execute
should I do?
npm I now.
Okay, npm I.
I think that's the last topic they open, right? Or do we have any other topics?
Yeah, that's the last up.
Hello. I actually wanted to add something to the Hacktoberfest. So basically,
Okay, so wait.
hello, can you hear me? So,
Yeah.
yeah, so just a small thing. We just need a new image for the Hacktoberfest thing of 2022, the banner or the poster or whatever. So,
There's an open issue. So if you're not into graphic design, I think some other contributor, UI UX contributor, and taken up. Once you have the design ready, you can publish it.
sure.
Like I think your work was to open the issue, but I think the issue has been created already. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I saw that. I just
Yeah.
realized it.
Okay. Never mind. We might need like apart from this, we during Hacktoberfest in October we might need to open up several other issues regarding the integrations thing. So you can help out there.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay, so
You can take it offline, like, yeah. You
Yeah.
can.
Shubhadeep, whatever you like, I think it'll take some more time. So you can share your output on Slack channel. We can take it up over there. If that's not a
Okay, sure.
yeah.
So one more thing, actually, there is 2 peers in the like grade 2. It's already completed. Just we need submit the SS after I resolve the error. And another PR is about the Meshery app bar. So it's for the patterns homepage. I have made it like already some days gone, but some no reviews are there. So I'm waiting for the review for this issues also. So those 2 PR need to be reviewed, and grade view is completed. Just need to review for the app bar.
This one, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Cool. I'll request Abhi for a review. I think he will review it as soon as he gets time.
Okay.
I see that you've picked
Thanks.
it as well. So
Yeah.
just wait for a couple. You can request for review once again if you want.
Okay.
Missed it, but it'll be reviewed. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Sure.
Okay. Cool. Then I think we are right at time and we've covered all topics. So we can conclude the call right now. Thank you everyone for joining. See you all next week. And just one request, if you guys have anything to discuss, please add it during the weekends in the agenda items, because otherwise I panic a lot during adding the agenda items before the call. So yeah, that's all for today. Thank you for joining. Bye bye. See you all next week.
Bye bye. Bye.